Here we have this employee data. Select distinct jobs from EMP data. Okay. So if you run this SQL statement, so here you can see the designations. Okay. Analyst. All the analysts should go to one file and clerk should go to another file and manager should go to another file. Okay. All the manager records and president should go to one file and salesman should go to another file. But my output should be only single. Okay. So here you can see, so one output, okay, one input, but my files, okay, so in the output, I need to separate all this designation wise into multiple files. How we are going to achieve this? Okay. So first of all, you need to get the data into multiple files. Okay. So designation wise, first you need to create a parameter, runtime parameter. Okay. So here you can see job filter. Okay. So job filter. So here I have given text. Text means string data type. Okay. So we will be passing the designation value during the runtime. Okay. So click on OK. And now double click on transformer. So transformer where we can filter the data. So now go to this. So how we are going to apply the condition? Input column job is equal to job is equal to go to job parameters. That is job filter. That's it. So that is the condition that we are supposed to use. Okay. So when you pass analyst first value, what happens is here data will all the analyst data will separate it. Okay. And it will transfer the records. I mean, it will create the file. Okay. So here also the file name designation underscore data.txt. Okay. So how we are going to give this file? Okay. So here let's cut this. Okay. So now what I'm doing, insert parameter. Okay. And then underscore data.txt. Okay. So rest of the options are same. Okay. Now click on OK. So now when you want to run the same job in multi-instance, you have to allow the same job that you are going to run. Okay. So with different parameters, you have to allow this job in allow with multi-instance. Allow multi-instance. So click on OK. Okay. So this particular option should be enabled. Okay. So click on OK. Save compile. That's it. Okay. So we'll create a sequence. Okay. Now job got compiled. Okay. Let me open director. So we are starting a new batch on 3rd. Okay. So we can refer someone, those who are jobless, career gap of 4 years after BTech or MCA, MSc. Okay. So here I have created a sequence. Okay. How we are going to create? So here we have this option start loop. Okay. Start loop, I have drag and drop. So here, what I have mentioned in the start loop. So all the designations I have given as listed loop. Okay. So now we are going to see the listed loop. Listed loop means we have to define the list of values that we are going to pass during the runtime. So here we have the designations, right? Okay. So here we have the designations. So the same designations here I have copied. And Okay, so same designations here we have copied. So here I am separating with a comma. Clerk, manager, president, salesman. Okay, so that is our first thing we need to do. And what is the separator here that you need to mention? Okay, and trigger action is nothing. It's let it be unconditional. There is no specific condition to give over here. Now let's click on OK. And what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step? So next step is we need to pass this 79 job. Double click here, job activity. Okay. And here we have to, so this is the job, right? So here we have to pass the inauguration ID. Whenever you are running DataStage job in allow multi-instance, what you are supposed to do is we need to pass the inauguration ID. So inauguration ID is any value that we can pass. Run the same job can be run in multiple times by passing a different parameter value. So that is a inauguration ID. So here I am passing the looping value. Okay. And the filter condition here also the looping condition. Okay. So now what is activity variable? That's it. Okay. So here trigger action. Okay. So whenever it is present, okay, so this job will come here. So here and here total the end conditions total 5 are there. Okay, whatever the list that you have provided, that is the end loop. Okay, and here end loop is nothing to define here, just a connectivity. Okay, so now what we will do, we will compile and run this job. Okay, so here designation wise we will get separate data files. Okay, so now let's go to the target. If there are any files in the targets, let's delete this. Okay, so now let's see this. Okay, so here let's sort this with the. Okay, now let's run this sequence. Click on OK. Click on run. So whenever if you want to run a data stage job, it should be either in, see here, first analyst is running. Whenever if you want to run a data stage job, it should be in a compiled state. Okay, or finished state. See here, all the analyst data has been separated out. So how many analysts are there? How many analysts are there? Now let's let a SQL query. Count will calculate the count. Okay, so the same file. Okay, the same file we have loaded into the table. Okay, that is our first exercise, right? Now let's see the order by job. What happened? Count group by you have to mention. Group by job. So analyst we have two. Okay, so let's see the analyst we have two records. Okay, and let's see the clerk. Clerk how many records? 4 records. Job got completed. See, you can see here 4 records. Okay, and the next one manager 4. Let's see the manager table. Manager 4. Okay, so each department is having one manager. Okay, so that manager is responsible for that particular department. Another thing, what is the next one? President. How many presidents are there? So only one president will be there. He is the owner of the organization. Okay, see how the data has been separated. Okay, so with the help of this listed salesmen, how many salesmen are there? Year 4, let's check in DB, SQL 4. Okay. So this is the way to separate the records for the employee wise. Okay. So here I have used only one output file. Okay. So, but I have to separate the records on with each designation wise. So here I have mentioned the job parameter as a filter condition that I have applied in the transformer, and I have allowed this job into multi-instance. See here, it whatever the order that you have defined in our listed loop, the same order only the jobs got executed. Okay, so first we have given analyst, right? See here, analyst, then clerk, manager, president, salesman. Okay, okay. So any questions, guys, here on the listed loop? So sometimes you may face this question in interviews. Okay, I hope you understood. So any questions, guys, here?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, respond in the chat. Okay, no. Okay. So this is very, very important. Okay. This is very, very important. Okay, so what you're supposed to do while practicing. Okay, so here you need to document the exercises. Okay, so the question may looks very simple, but to frame the logic, okay, so you need to document it. Okay, so and you have to effectively communicate during the interview. Okay, yeah, right. So now we have discussed listed loop, right?